Hey, 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 it's Loner J. We are back. We are back. Like back acne, but sexy. So more like those love marks that your partner leaves. We are back playing Mass Effect. Did you think that the podcast, a very cool podcast, you need to check it out? The guy in the chat right now was a part of it. A painful part, but a good part all the same. But you didn't think that was all we had. We have the Mass Effect Marathon. Something I'll admit, at the start of today when I woke up, I was not in the mood of doing. I was thinking, I'll ask myself after the show. And I would think after the show, no, I was done. I was done and dusted. But no. I am actually really, really down to clown. So let's down to clown. Let's get back down to clowning our down. Downy down downs. That's alright, man. It's good seeing you. Thank you so much for the dono. Big help. Speaking of, we have our stream goal down there, aka up there. And it's, as you can see, it's well past the 15% mark now. We are almost at the goal for the Giants Causeway. Anything given, much welcome. Don't also forget down there we have our Discord and our Twitter. And, of course, if you want to help out, like, share, and subscribe. And if you do, be sure to hit that bell. That bell's a big bell. It's a big bell. Big pendulous bell. Be sure to give it a good whack. That's what I do every time I see it. And trust me, so I have to do it more than once because that thing tends to reset. The algorithm is fun like that. So we are playing Mass Effect 2. Where we left off from last night. It is it's going to be a fun time in the sometime. We have our early but heavily Paragon Shepherd. With his gnarly scars, but not much else. We are on Freedom's Progress with Miranda and Jacob. Jacob, who reminds me of a fine fillet of steak. Miranda, who's just delightful. Makes me wonder, has she ever eaten a single carb in her life? Well, actually, not thinking of it, she has been genetically modified, so maybe she can. Maybe she can eat whatever the fuck she wants and never puts on any weight except for those fucking cojones and those hippie whippies. Anyway.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
The madmen. They had a coffee mug, but next to a water fountain. And in the future, there will still be recycle bins. Don't get much in the way of a meal there. Some gobshite didn't fill up the kettle. Oh, I have to do it. That's costing us electricity, you know. Hello? Anyone get abducted or collected, perhaps? Say yes if you have.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
My God. All these blocks. Nice. Oh yeah, I have a proper gun now. Avenger. Accurate when fired in short bursts. Deadly when fired in full auto. Act against shields, armor, and biotics. Mantis sniper rifle. Accurate long range with slow rate of fire. Very effective against armor, weak against shield and biotics. Shotgun. Common military shotgun, deadly at short range, ineffective at long range, very effective against shields and biotics, but weak against armor. Generic pistol. Every weapon's now designed to kind of counter everything else. Grenade launcher, rapid fire, effective against armor, shields, and biotics. Alright, oh shit!
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colony. Gotcha! Nice!
Gotcha!
Shoot them before they take out the shields.
Well, obviously. They stole those robot dogs from
There we go.
They should have recognized
Half-Life.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Alright, every once in a while I'm going to stop the game and we're going to read a codex entry. That way we don't have to have that massive dump of info at the end of the game like last one. Also gives me a chance to do something very important, which is drink some tea. These are secondary. Why the fuck? Codex. Primary. Yes, thank you. What the hell? Secondary. I might be a nerd, but even I've got some standards.
Biotics is the... Biotics is...
There's nothing new here.
Mass...
So let's go down to weapons and armor.
Medigel is a...
No.
The Systems Alliance space vehicle Normandy is a prototype starship.
Is a prototype.
Is a joint human
Ain't anymore.
Victorian venture. Freedom's
Already read that. Read that.
The Citadel is
Read all these, or at least some of them.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay.
Scene. Oh, here we go.
A myth common to several cultures in the galaxy. Reapers were imagined to be space monsters who consumed entire stars. Archaeologists and mythologists attempting to uncover sources for such myths have yielded little, except interstellar religious themes of all-consuming devils common to primitive cultures.
Yes, clearly a myth.
The Volus are a 50.
And nothing else. Might help if I put on the anti-shield. Ah, perhaps there'll be some sneaky stuff to steal. And I was right. God, I haven't done this in a while. Matching game. Wow, this one's a really easy.
Stop right there!
Fraza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Tally.
Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Fraza, weapons
So why
down.
you gave it to me in the first
This
place?
is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent.
Well, except for his
Perhaps we can work
driving.
together.
Have they made that better?
We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Remember being so fucked up when I saw Tali in this mission, it felt a little shoehorned. The way she was so distant, what you felt jarring and messy. It's good, but it hurt. Yeah, they try to explain it in one of the books, but nah. It kind of makes sense. Like, the idea is that, yeah, you were really close with everyone, but 2 years have passed and then people are doing off other things, you know?
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Vitor! Vitor!
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Wow. Good thing she told us, or else we wouldn't have seen them.
Make activity! I can't use me.
Dick was trying to stop me from stealing. Not know the idea of finders keepers? Have they not read international law? Money! Sweet, erotic money! Why is it always erotic with you? Sweet, delicious money?
Let's
There.
overload our...
One less!
You're done!
When he uses a shotgun, he says the word
Shepard,
shotgun.
Praza
It's a
and his
bit...
squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Okay, but I'm stealing everything that isn't nailed down.
Enemy down! One left!
Ow, ow. Did it double shot me?
There we go!
Look at that booty. That booty. It's fine, but it used to be fine.
Here we go! One left! Yes! Yes! Enemy down!
Shepard, we are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vito first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading
Smooth,
bay.
Miranda.
We'll take cover by
Real
the doors.
smooth.
Shepard, you take point.
Send your henchmen to its waypoint. Interesting use of the word henchman there. Send your minions in. Goody be banana.
Take point, Shepard.
Oh no. They're stepping on the minefield.
Moving to cover.
Heading to cover! We'll take cover by the
Oh, so much. Feels so much better. Beep boop, motherfucker. Remember when I saw this guy? The guy I was hanging out with at the time, he looked at it and goes, he's going to be hard the first time, but by time 10 you fight him,
tough son of a bitch to take down.
he'll become boring. And yeah, it's not.
Overload will take out that shield.
Yeah, great job. There's a little bit of truth to that, actually. Venting prevents explosion. Like, it's a lieutenant guard. It's like a bodyguard. It kind of...
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Okay, but I'm gonna rob the place first, because I'm the hero. I like money, which I'll use to upgrade my shit, including, like, getting a better aquarium. What the hell are you talking about, Shepard? What, you don't like aquariums?
This looks interesting.
That audio needed to be recheck. Oh, sorry, I gained 20 years and 40 pounds. I wonder what the...
coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
No.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
What button?
Have to hide. Have to hide.
Oh, that's convenient.
You're human.
You deleted all my
Where'd you
porn.
hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work with intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
Really could have done something with his face. And his eyes look all over the place as well.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Can you believe our ancestors thought that getting probed by aliens would be a fun thing?
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
The mystery is afoot.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress.
How's your
The
audio?
Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat.
Maybe
But
they just don't like you constantly blowing
you
smoke
confirm
in their
the
face.
Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I
I
guess
had my
not.
suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned.
Dun,
Our
dun,
best
dun.
guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the
Look
Reapers
at those
are on
chap
the march.
lips. Think a billionaire would
Take
take
the
better
fight
care
to
of
them.
himself.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Good thing you kept him alive.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Garrus Vicari?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Aw, but my booty call.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good.
That's a great trick he has, the way his cigarette doesn't go into his
First,
mouth.
head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Gee, I wonder who it could be. Yeah, Joker. Look how chonk Joker is.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
Yeah, how
Can't
much
believe
extra
it's you,
money are you
Joker.
getting paid
Look
for this
who's
set?
talking.
Twice
I
as
saw you
much.
get
3
space.
times as much.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Oh yeah, Normandy, yes sir, too. My Nazi-made baby. I mean, hell, if we're going to go full submarine, we need to have the ultimate submarine makers, right? We were thinking of calling her the Underboat, but it seemed too much on the nose, yeah?
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Well, sounds in Normandy. That's very uninspired. Fine. The Provence. Hell to the Correctus. That picture of the guy from Emperor's New Groove, where he's like, look at my, I'm seeing my dad on weekends for custody. Look, I've got going on here. I'm still seeing my kid. Who wants to go? Who wants ice cream? Wow, not a lens flare
Welcome aboard the new
for
Norman,
miles.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Look, they've changed her angle. Her ass is while in shot, no longer the focal point. Remember what they took from us, folks. Ass effect.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
I also look like a Hitachi, and, well, you can guess what my mouth kind of looks like.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat,
Trust me,
I
I've
operate
already
the
come
electronic
to
warfare and cyber
feel
warfare
for him.
suites.
I watch him sleep.
Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Use Galaxy Map, new destinations for the Normandy. There's Kelly, our comfort girl. I mean, other things. Private terminal. Updates? Yeah, our private terminal. Kelly, our private terminal. Look at all this busy work, but it's upgrades, and upgrades are busy work that I like. Yeoman Chambers. If you don't do it right, she ends up dying. A lot of these characters can end up dying. Everyone can technically die. Zaid, Kasumi. Oh sure, and we have to start by going to her soul system and probing Uranus. I mean, it's just obvious. Close, but oh no, maxed out. Nice. That's right. Nice. Alright, we have a lot to do. Let's start by going to our private terminal. Unread messages. Message from Anderson. On the off chance that rumors are true and actually are alive, I need to come talk to you at Citadel. A lot has changed. You put me on the council, it's only fair, lad, to speak for yourself. Deal struck with Zaid Masani. Aw, Zaid's dead. The voice actor's dead. We've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name as being involved in some of the best known, only unknown military operations in the Terminus system. feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. So you might need a man with his skills and missions. I'm ready to have him join you. Find him on Omega, wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee, I've already taken care of it. Project Firewalker. Lost contact with survey ship. The MSV Rossler survey ship with service connections have gone missing. Survey team is field testing new prototype, or Hammerhead planet-side exploration rover. In addition, scientists M. Kantz and Robert O'Loy are aboard Roslel, conducting research for us. We need to find that ship, survey team, and the doctors near planet Zolda. I always start by going to the crash site. Our scans in the Amada system has turned up something we thought you should see. On location of the wreckage of the SFB Normandy. We thought news might be important to you. We also have ulterior motives. Alliance would like to honor Normandy with a monument. Built on the site of your ship, following resting place, like to provide place in the monument. First walk on the site. 20 crew members unaccounted for. From the lost attack of the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, Alliance hero's family might find some closure. So of course we're going to do that. Recon HUD. Occurred to me in armor technicians you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. Send by a HUD that service issued for covert operations. By frame function you might like, the HUD is in your quarters. Overlord. One of our cells just went off the grid without an explanation. Project Overlord has been an experiment with highly volatile technology to investigate. The work is extremely compartmentalized, enough that I couldn't divulge operation details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet Aite Typhon system in the Phoenix massing cluster. Please use care in the matter. Arc projector. We received an incident involving the Geth of one of our outposts in inversion. Don't worry, I'm not sending you off to chase it down. Operatives waged highly successful battles against Geth scouting party. Credit their success to advanced electrical attack device that we finally let the take out alive. Since their unit is being reassigned for some more and ore, we should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called an arc projector. Send it to Normandy so you can examine it for yourself. Use it as you see worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests to indicate its overloads, kinetic barriers and synthetics. Laboratory demonstrations are poor substitute for actual field reports. We know it works. Now we want to see what we can do in the right hands. What goes well, use your tactics to train other operatives. Rendezvous with Kasumi Goto. Great cost and effort, we've tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable to your mission. Travel to Secure Ward, Citadel. There you will find a special terminal different from usual, and put the password Silence is Golem to begin rendezvous. Essential Financial Services, your account. From Statwick Dobbs, Banking Agent, Ascension Financial Services. Earth. Hello, Commander Shepard. Thank you for submitting your update medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fee, proposing your files, subsequent change in status to reactivation of your account, you'll be in a remaining balance of that many credits. Thank you for banding with Essential Financial Services. We look forward to working with you. Are you protecting your greatest assets? You will find the best life insurance rates current fit needs. Apply for a free quote today. Alright. We have much to do. First time I played, I never upgraded the Normandy before I began the first run watching Jack Lee and Dane die before. Yeah. I lost one character. And it was so bad that I was super glad I saved, you know? Alright. Some codex time, so we don't have to deal with the bulk of shit, but only new stuff.
In the early, living beyond the Omega-4 mass relay in the Terminus systems, the mysterious collectors.
No, that's it. Okay, cool.
Living beyond the Omega-4 mass relay in the Terminus systems, the mysterious collector species is glimpsed so rarely as to be taken for a myth by most in galactic society. In reality, collectors are human-sized insectoid bipeds and can resemble massive winged beetles. They are a terrifying force in the galaxy, responsible for the murder of hundreds of thousands. Collectors generate permanent stasis fields around themselves, creating nightmarish red-shifted energy fields. In battle, they hold position whenever possible, relying on their aggressive biotics and nearly limitless power. Several types of bipedal collectors have been identified, including minions, defenders, zealots, assassins, and artillery operators. Acting together, collectors have imprisoned entire cities in stasis. While no definite forensic accounting exists to explain the fate of those imprisoned, leading speculation is that victims are harvested for scientific experimentation and neurobiological repurposing. A political economic pact for collective colonial security, the Alliance is the central galactic institution of human society. The Alliance gained associate membership to the Citadel Council in 2165, and full membership in 2183, with Ambassador David Anderson representing humanity. Human political economic relationships vary between combative and lucrative. The Turians who fought humans during the 2157 First Contact War have become valuable trade partners, despite residual social hostility. Other relationships are even more complicated. The rapid rise of human political influence on the Council, achieving in decades what others waited or are still waiting centuries to acquire.
Fuck you,
has
Volus.
galvanized suspicion and resentment against humanity. That negativity is vastly outweighed by the respect and trust humanity earned by saving the Council during the 2183 attack on the Citadel, at the cost of Alliance cruisers Cairo, Cape Town, Emden, Jakarta, Madrid, Seoul, Shenyang, and Warsaw, and their 2,400 crew. The system, with elaborate secrecy, Cerberus labored for years to build a new, superior Normandy. The vehicle's many alterations produced a craft nearly double the original size, requiring an even larger Tantalus drive core to compensate. The new Normandy features greater space in living quarters, research laboratory, observation deck, and cargo bay. Its shuttle can make landings the Normandy cannot attempt. In addition to tight beam communicators, Normandy's Quantum Entanglement Communicator, QEC, provides instantaneous contact with the elusive man. The Enhanced Defense Intelligence AI coordinates many of the ship's combat functions, assisting and even supplanting human piloting. Potential upgrades are numerous. The airframe could support additional armor and an axial mass accelerator. The thrusters could support recent advances in fuel technology beyond H2O2 chemical rockets. And the hull can mount double the standard number of kinetic barrier projectors, leaving space for stronger shields, easily sustainable via the new EZO drive core.
All right.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I think in this one they're like, all right, so we want Seth Grade to be funnier, like 50 times funnier.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you were such a downer.
Yeah.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any
This is gonna be it for the next while,
organic.
folks.
I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices.
Strap yourself
for the
in
elusive
for a
man.
lore dump.
I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Notice her mouth goes a bit red when she can't talk about things.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Yeah.
The elusive man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the elusive man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Of course, throughout the story, we'll be able to give her more and more control over her own existence.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't
Not
in conflict
Batarian,
with
though.
Cerberus ideals.
Nah, I'm good. I don't want her to. I don't want Liara to think that I'm fucking around. Maybe if there's an opportunity after I bone down with nah, yeah, we'll play it by ear, but no.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything. Welcome aboard, Commander.
Okay. Here's Jacob in the Jacob room, also known as the gun room. Get it? Because he can put on the gun show. Here is this is an egg. The Normandy is already pregnant. It'll soon give birth. We don't talk about the father. The elusive man likes to keep elusive, if you know what I mean. That'll be the SR3 that comes out of that, just in time for the last game.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all
He's
be
got the
tried
body
next.
form.
Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
He's got the body form of a snow cone.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Or a Dorito. Yeah, he's got the body of a Dorito.
Commander, can I help you with something?
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? Good deeds like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Okay.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Ftl Communications Room. In addition to interfacing with the Ftl comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Can't go in there yet until we get Morden.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Commander, you received a new message at your private terminal.
No, I haven't.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Let's go to my cabin. Fishies! Aww. Even put Liara. There. Turlet! And a very short shower. It just manages. Christ, what if it was like half an inch higher? Turlet!
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Alright. It feels like the sequel from the last one. Looks a little shinier, I guess. Mass Effect 2 there wasn't really much wrong with it. It definitely holds up well. So probably very little necessary.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Lord! Also, what happens if there's like there's 3 showers at once? So that means all the women shower? Edie, as captain, you know what I'm gonna ask.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
My family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly.
Thanks for reminding me.
She have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Look at this. Actual live people interacting with each other.
Surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
Nah.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
You have everything you need.
I make do, but have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors
kidding me?
is going to be
Military
rough
food
business.
can be like really
The crew
varied.
deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Are those still sleeper cells? Or are those the escape pods? I guess there isn't enough beds for everyone. So yeah, they still have sleeper pods. So that means only like, what? Half the crew at any given time get to enjoy sleep that way, and the other half... That's also another thing, the sleeper pods. It'd be kind of cool to see people just actually asleep.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Jacquas, hair still shiny as ever?
Shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
It's still fun to go through and look at the comparisons between the two. Yeah, the shuttle bay, which you don't get to go to until the very last.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds.
That's a jack sidey hole. Oh, this one with the horrible Scottish accent.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags.
Daddy bags.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Daddy bagged. Now don't forget about voice acting. It can be a surprisingly...
Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
It's a surprisingly boring job. You might have to do the same role 10 times in a row, 20. It ends up being, could be ending up being a little bit, dull. It's kind of like porn. Like a really professional porn. They could do like 10 shoots in a row. The first time, like, the crew could be like, this is hot. The next is like, right, could you lift your leg up here, face the camera? And we know when we can go on lunch break, you know?
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Saying that, I'd love to hear the outtakes. Maybe they'll animate. Maybe one's what the characters animating it. That'd be pretty cool. All right. Alright, let's... We didn't talk to Miranda, so...
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties, aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the Elusive Man, updating our status.
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
What can you tell me about the Elusive Man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
Hey, Bill.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the Elusive Man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. We keep our ranks and structure similar to the Alliance. A lot of our recruits started there, but not all Cerberus operations use the same
Her
protocols.
cheekbones are aggressively
We try not to
high.
get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded, and our backers trust the
Fucking
Elusive Man to make the right decisions.
Cerberus
but he's
over
very
here.
clear about our goals. Protect humanity and
They print their
Cerberus
own money.
advancement.
They have their own clothes. Hell, they have their own formal. They have their, according to when Miranda, when you seduce her, she has her own underwear. They have their own fucking underwear. Like,
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the Elusive Man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
I think that was
It's
an
just
ass
a
shot
fact.
originally.
My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to
Yeah,
you.
but that Kiwi accent
It's my
kind of
job to
makes
make
me
sure you
want
succeed,
to
Shepard.
just not take you seriously.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander, whatever you need.
Some shots with Miranda are just like, I've always wondered, what the hell use is this? It always feels like there should be something there, but there isn't. Just, I don't know. She's also got a big old bed. That's a big old bed. You think she puts that intentionally to disarm people when they come in? They see this ridiculously hot woman in a tight outfit and then her bed behind you, and she kind of just reminds you that you're a sack of shit and costing the elusive man money and you'll be killed. It's a dominance thing, isn't it? Like going to someone's mansion, then getting a tour of the mansion. Whoa, wasn't expecting this. Okay, so how do I... Oh shit, you click? You click and drag it! What is this, a fucking desktop little, GIF? Look at the tiny little... Look at the tiny little... Urdek is a close orbiting brown dwarf, mostly red-brown. Yes, we're doing this the entire game as well. Average separation of 8 AU. The Sarabak system is about 12 billion years old and has long since used up the deuterium used for fusion fuel, so Urdak is not luminous like some brown dwarfs are. Urdak is a class L brown dwarf, rarely low temperature of 13,000 degrees, 1,300. But its heat for gravity is made unpopular for development. Rumors that the head of several Omega crime syndicates maintain private residence on various moons. Whatever truth in the matter, battle between syndicate vessels are often observed around the ring planet. News outlets on Omega maintain satellite at Urdak Lagrange's point for real-time coverage of these battles, which garner high viewing rates. I love how Omega is so big that it has its own news network, and it's all like, it's like a pirate news network. Oh yeah.
In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
Come on, give us. If you had the if I had the controller, if it worked, it would. That would be like vibrating like crazy.
Probe launched. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics. Probe launched. Probe launched. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment. Probe away.
Yeah, didn't mean for that. Oh, I don't like the clickiness. Emorcon. Standard methane gas giant, main source of helium-3 for ships coming in and out of Omega. Most of its fueling stations are run by critical cartels who engage in cutthroats and literally pricing wars. Emorcon is also widely known for its layover stations where pirates are hurrying to find fuel, ammunition, intoxicants, gambling, and sexual companionship for at any hour. Ooh. Booty call it Emorcon.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Whoops.
Launching probe.
Probing
Probe launched.
your anus. Probing. Oh wow, fuck this noise. You. Bin door. If it was closer to Surback, bin door would have been an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and methane, deeper cold out of space. Oh, elements have long since frozen to the ground. Threw it on the ground.
Launching probe.
Whoa.
Probe launched.
I'm an adult. I have opinions.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Can I just say, I still can't get over that Native American woman.
Launching probe.
I saw bits of it. I didn't watch the full thing. I just...
Probe launched.
Oh my god. Like, I do hope for her sake she actually comes out and admits that, like, okay, yes, clearly something's gone wrong with me mentally and I need to take a break and maybe go see something about something. Because what the fuck was that?
Launching
What
probe.
the fuck was that?
Launching probe.
Don't get me wrong, it was fucking hilarious, but...
Launching probe.
Not... In the same way, I suppose, as... No, it was just us punching down, but... If she is ill. I don't know if she is. I don't think so. Oh my god, that's... What the fuck? Yes. Hey, this is finicky. Ultra. Anja's technical ammonia, methane ice giant. Trace of chlorine in the atmosphere gives a distinct green tint. Penetrating scans have revealed large numbers of hollow, unpowered objects, dimension of that many meters, circulating the equatorial cloud bands. These objects appear to have sails or wings, and to be borne aloft by Anja's winds. Too deep to be reached for study, popular conjecture, xenoarchaeologists hold that they are coffins of ancient race who laid their dead. The gas giant. That's kind of awesome.
Launching probe.
And very sad.
Probe
I
away.
need platinum anyway. I want element 0 though. Which of course is the hardest to get.
Probe away.
No. Karoa is essentially a great rock in space. It's not that great. Tightly locked to Amada, only noticeable feature chain of craters stitched across the northern hemisphere. Total result from back by a swarm of meteors. Low densities, no mineral wealth beyond common light metals. Contains a tenuous atmosphere of krypton and xenon. So it ain't worth our time. Is that why there was all that iridium on it? Not better than driving around the Mako, huh? stop every once in a while and getting out.
Probe launched.
Launched probe. This is the perfect time to break out a podcast or something. Whoa, Takken. Orbiting closest to the F-class star Armada is a blistering sun-blasted hell. Neither its carbon dioxide atmosphere nor its weak magnetic field providing protection from the harsh sun's radiation. Fortunately, Tarkin has few significant resources, only notable for its unusual purple desert in the southern hemisphere, thought to be eroded cesperite.
Probe away.
Probe away. Probe. Hey hon, can we try something different? Probe away.
Probe launched.
Nope. Eninglara is a hot, beautiful, deadly world covered with debris of ancient starships. Approximately that many long years ago were fought over by two organic species, Tolhan and the Inishanun. Ooh! No records of the conflict remain. Most historians agree both races want to colonize Iglala, will to share. Two lost hundreds of ships, a series of battles over its moon's barrier. Many were eventually pulled by the planet's gravitational well. Mass Effect drive cores of these ships broke apart, dumping refined elements zero of large stretches of landscape. A poisoned environment, wave of extinctions followed, and the animal species that remained show tendency to develop biotic powers. The ecology of Igala is energetic and aggressive, and makes colonization a deadly peril. But I bet you there's going to be a large amount of element zero. The one thing I'm looking for. Yes, speak of the devil.
Probe away. In research projects, Element Zero is used for Bioamp and Omni-Tool upgrades, which allow squad members who have biotic and tech powers to be much more effective. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Anomaly detected.
Ultra's crust composed of carbon, water, and ice. While low density, large size allows to retain a thick atmosphere of methane and ammonia. Believed that if Alcrea has acquired a bit more mass when Armada star is formed, it would have formed the core of a second outer gas giant. There's 3 moons: Uluru, Wanja, and Balamine. So tons of resources on it.
Probe launched. Scans have found something.
Scans confirm the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. On the planet's surface, no life signs or mechanical activity detected. Stable landing zones are located amidst the crash site. Okay. Feels like only yesterday, doesn't it? Get it? Get it? Get it? You get it. You get it. place a monument wherever you want, but I always place it in one specific spot. Jeez. Scared the living bejeebus out of me. Yeah, so it looks like I thought that next week it would be I thought next week it would be Raisin and Pitmonk, but that's the 5th. I forgot there's still one Friday left. So I need to find a guest for this Friday. I'm trying to think who. Who would be a good one? I can think of one person, but they're not liked by a lot of people. It would really limit the chances of having someone else on. Man, you bastard. Ah. Well, even if we can't find someone to pair them with, we can still... have them on as they are. Talk about the pull. Sexy, sexy pull. Oh my god. Hmm. Nine more things left. Eight more. Oh look, the Mako's all broken. Who'd have thunk it? That's not how I pictured a Mako. The Mako needs to be upside down and clipping through the ground. That's how the Mako is for me. And again, it could be worse, apparently. Ha! That's not how... Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. Did you clip through the ground? I did. You know what? I did the podcast earlier, and I am feeling pretty groggy. I might actually just end it here. I know, normally I'm like plowing through it, but not everyone needs to be. I just need to give you a Mass Effect every single day, which means, of course, you're getting some Mass Effect tomorrow. I'll leave this up for a little bit. I'd have gone for the extra 20 minutes, but I didn't know. I know it's like next to nothing, but honestly, I was wrecked. Like I said, I didn't actually know if I'd do this today after the podcast. But yeah, I'm glad I did it. We got a little bit further in, not by much, but we got a little bit further in. I'll be back to do this tomorrow then. Well, technically today, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But I want to just not plow through my entire day full of Mass Effect. So, I won't. I want you to say, however, thanks. And if you enjoyed yourself, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. And don't forget to do all those other good things, like have a fantastic day. And don't forget to check out the podcast we did earlier. That was fun. And don't forget to see me tomorrow, where I'll probably give you a much more a longer one at least. 2 hours? Yeah, I'll be able to. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go watch podcasts of my own and play games that aren't Mass Effect and go to sleep at a probably still a late hour. Yeah, so